Okay, we had the part one. We are starting with the part two. Just have a look. How many of them do you remember? Or can you recall them? Just 30 seconds. You don't need to tell me the answer. We are going to learn all of them.
Majority of them.
Okay. Yeah. Somebody who has taken GRE and has taken seriously the vocab list should be in a position to at least tell me two synonyms of it, of each word. Okay. Okay. Duplicitous. The word duplicitous comes with this dupli, dupe us, duplicitous. So duping somebody means making a fool of someone, being treacherous, being somebody who is taking somebody for a ride. Okay, being deceitful. I mean, that's the way I will call it, being deceitful. Treacherous, duplicitous behavior is always unwelcome. So treacherous behaviors to take somebody for a ride, to gain something from somebody. So let's look at the synonyms. So again, one word, you can look at the number of synonyms. Mendacious. Mendacious is basically lying. Mendacious means lying. There is a close word. Mendicant means a beggar. Nothing to do with mendacious. Mendicant means a beggar, not somebody who is trying to con. No. Mendacious is lying, but mendicant means a beggar. Let's look at some synonyms of beggar. Mm, pauper. Yeah. Penurious can be impecunious, can be indigent. Anything else? Can be a panhandler. So that's what a beggar is like. He's a pauper, a penurious person, or a impecunious person, or an indigent person, or can be a panhandler.
Destitute.
Can be destitute.
Destitute.
Destitute. Yes. Destitute is somebody who has been abandoned by the society also. Destitute. Okay. So mendacious means lying, mendicant means beggar. So let us look at the deceitful synonyms. Uh, perjury. Perjury means lying under oath. Lying under oath. You you take an oath during a trial and you lie. That's perjury. Jury word can be a good reminder that okay, something to do with law. It's a word. It's a word taken from law. Perfidious. Perfidious means being disloyal. Being disloyal. There is a close word. Pernicious. Pernicious means something that is like hell. You can say very harmful. Something that is very harmful. That's pernicious. Perfidious means treacherous or disloyal. Pernicious means something that is harmful or something which is like hell. Uh, dissembling. Dissembling means somebody who is pretentious, who is feigning, or somebody who is conning, or is trying to be someone else. Dissembling. Disingenuous. Disingenuous. What's ingenuous then? Let's know this word, then we can know the other one. Ingenuous means somebody who is gullible, who is naive, who is artless, you can say, who is a simple man. Disingenuous is somebody who is crafty, who is trying to take people for a ride. Ingenuous means all this, which is naive, gullible, artless. There's a word called ingenious. Ingenious means, break it here,
Innovative. Innovative.
genius. Genius, ingenious means the same thing. Who is smart, creative, innovative. Yes, rightly said, innovative. So disingenuous means somebody who is crafty, who is artful. Ingenuous means somebody who is gullible, who is artless, who is a simpleton kind of man. Ingenious means somebody who is creative, innovative. Genius is what it is, ingenious. Ingenious. Unscrupulous. Unscrupulous. Who is scrupulous, man? Who is scrupulous? Somebody who has got an eye for detail, very clean kind of man. Unscrupulous people with lots of things under their sleeves. A cheat, being a crafty kind of man. Okay, that's unscrupulous. Sly. Sly means somebody with a bad intention. Guileful. Guileless means somebody having who is naive, who is simple. Guileful is somebody who is a cheat, who is a fraud, who is an imposter, who is a mountebank, etc. Machiavellian. The word comes from this guy, Machiavelli. This guy wrote a book called as The Prince. This is called as a Bible of politics. If you ever lay your hands upon this book, this teaches you how to be crafty, how to be smart, how to guile people, how to be deceitful, how to be mendacious. Okay, so this Prince was written by this guy Machiavelli. So the word Machiavellian came, which means to be deceitful. Mountebank, word mountebank means basically a swindler, a fraudster, a hustler, a quack, a charlatan, a swindler, etc. But the origin is somebody who sells spurious medicines. Now, not spurious medicines, basically, somebody who sells medicines which do not have any effect. You must have seen people who tout medicines, a touter of medicines, you can say. What is a touter? Touter is a seller. I don't know, you must have which city you are from, but if you are from a place like Bombay, it's a city where I've lived quite some time, and I often go. A touter is something. If you go to Crawford Market in Bombay, you'll find people who are literally going to grab your hands and tell you to purchase something. So that's touting. Standing outside the gate. Even I've seen it in London when in Piccadilly Square, you'll find people who are standing outside the shop and will try to grab your attention to get inside the shop. So that's touter, seller. So touter is basically who sells things on street, is standing on the street. Okay, but a touter of medicine is somebody. You must have seen people who are riding on a cycle and will announce that I've got some medicine which is going to take your pain away. I sell something. So that's a mountebank. That's how the origin of the word mountebank came. So a touter of medicines, basically those medicines don't work, or rather are medicines which you can otherwise go to a doctor and fetch for yourself. So a mountebank is somebody who is selling medicines on the road, you can say. Okay. Similar synonyms can be a sham. Sham is a fraud. Spurious. Spurious is something which is not genuine. Anything which is not genuine is spurious. Specious. The word specious is basically used for arguments. Specious arguments are arguments which look convincing, but they are not. A specious argument is where the person is going round and round instead of going to the the pith of the argument. This is specious. Say you have not done a project properly, and now your boss asks you that, What about the progress? You say that you know there are certain things which are there, the financials are not ready, this is done, but I have not done this. That is specious. You are not talking about the subject. Fine. So that's specious. Swindler is basically used for places where money is involved. Swindler is a word which is used for money, uh, which is basically used for money laundering. What's money laundering? What's money laundering? Anybody? Yes, please.
A financial cheat, money laundering is you're channeling money without paying taxes.
Yes, we have got a rule of anti-money laundering. Very, very big subject. Otherwise, you may say, I just ask you the name. Anti-money laundering are the ways of stopping money laundering. Fine. Anti-money laundering. This is uh, in India. There is a bank has gotten certain provisions in which are laid down upon financial institutions to stop money laundering. Why it is called as money laundering? What do you mean by laundering? What is laundering?
Whitewashing, black money into white money.
No, 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 no. Don't get into washing and all these things. Laundering means what? What's a laundry? What do you give in a laundry? To wash your clothes.
To play with it, like
A laundry is a place where you wash your clothes. So money laundering is money washing. Means a black money, or rather a dirty money, washed into white money. But what is the white money? White money is a money which is gained from genuine sources. That's white money. And where the taxes have been paid. Fine. That's white money. So, going back to the word, swindler is somebody who is going to swindle the money. What do you mean by swindling money? Different places you will take it. Say I gain, say 1 CR, 1 crore rupees. Let's take Indian rupee. Somewhere which I cannot disclose. I put it from bank 1 or to bank 2, or financial institution 1 to financial institution 2, then to the third one, then to some other means, say in the stock market, in different names. Then I again bring it back to me. That's how swindling is done of money. So it's a big subject. I can talk about it for an hour or so, but that's how it goes. That's how swindling of money goes. Different institution, different instruments, they are distributed. Sometimes even traveling abroad to places like tax havens, which are like, no, you can take it to a place like Switzerland or say St. Kitts or etc., where uh, they do not disclose their identity. So that's money laundering or swindling of money. Fine. Charlatan. What is charlatan? What's charlatan? Charlatan is basically a cheat who sells anything to deceive people. That's a charlatan. Quack. Who is a quack? Quack is somebody who is selling spurious medicines. Rather, a quack is a doctor who doesn't have a license to treat. A quack is a doctor who doesn't have a license to treat people. I don't know. You must have. I do not know how many people have been to a bit of a village kind of place. You will find degrees of people, doctors having MBS, not MBBS, or they will have one M triple BS. So you can make out that these doctors are not doctors. They are basically compounders who have graduated to learn certain medicines, and they are taking advantage of a situation. Who is an imposter? Imposter is somebody who changes his or her identity. Imposter is being someone else. I say I go to a function where I'm not invited, and I call myself as not Arijit Chakraborty, I call myself something else. That's an imposter. I visit a bank with a fraudulent check, and I become, say, XYZ, and sign on his behalf. Okay, so that's an imposter. To be someone else, imposter. Tell me just to ask you, have you heard of this word sorry, one second. To sign on someone's behalf, in loco parentis. What does this mean? Yeah, have you heard of this word, in loco parentis? Have you ever done it? I don't know. I have done it a couple of times. That's to sign on behalf of your parents. Okay, especially your report card, etc. Getting bad marks, and then you sign on behalf of some, either your mother or father, and you
Yeah, I think everyone has done it.
so just to save your skin.